what has a cattle grid in common with business automation? I'm Michael, and my passion is sharing with you knowledge about business automation, and basically making your business work without you so that you can grow your business and also regain a healthy work-life balance. So, with a cattle grid, the reason why I thought this would be a great video is because in business automation there are two ways you can automate things. One is called software solution and the other one is called a hardware solution. Now, it has nothing to do with the software that we all know about, typing a piece of software. By software I mean a policy or something that is quite soft. So let me explain further. Let's say that we know what the problem is. Let's say we have cows over there and we don't want them on this side. The soft solution would be to have writings: "Dear cows, please do not cross this line." Now, as far as we know, cows can't read. We might be mistaken, but it would have been a very soft solution. Now, it's funny with cows, but it's the same with humans. If we don't want them crossing somewhere, we can have placards, notices, boards saying private property, do not cross, and so on. But still, there's nothing physical that will block us out from entering. Therefore, it is all down to us to notice this information, read it, understand it, and then implement it into life. So with cows, obviously they won't be able to read those boards, therefore we can't use a software solution. The proper solution is a hardware solution, and a hardware solution is when there's a physical barrier or the way the system is built just physically won't allow you to do something. So in business, it doesn't necessarily have to be a physical solution like this cattle grid, although it can be. But even with software, if there's a step-by-step process and you can't go to the next box or field without filling out a specific predefined set of fields, then that is also a hardware solution. It is engraved in the software that you can't go further without doing something. So even here you can see that a hardware solution can be in a piece of software, but that means it's still hardware rather than software. So going back to our cattle grid, I mean, this is wonderful. Like, it must have been a genius who's come up with this solution where we can walk on it. I'll try and demonstrate and hopefully not fall over. So here I am on the other side. I don't pose a threat being on either side of the fence, but for cattle it is important because here they are safe and enclosed, whereas on that side they can then walk out onto the streets and causing a risk to themselves and others. So let's go back onto the wrong side. This is a grid, a metal grid that has been put into ground with those sort of holes there, and it prevents the cows from crossing over. And it's not only cows, probably also deer and other animals where they just trip, they fall in, therefore they retract immediately once they realize that this is unsafe for them. So based on this simple example, I really recommend you think about your business and how you can implement hardware solutions that take all the policy away. Something that will just make things done the right way straight away because there's no other way of doing it. So as per my recommendations, I always advise you to look around and see what are the things that you can implement in your business. And even if you go out for a walk out into the woods, you can spot things that you can implement. Now, obviously the fence is a prime example of the hardware. It works for humans as well. You hit a fence and you know that this is a physical barrier. And as mentioned earlier in the video, the alternative, the software solution, would be having boards every few feet or whatever the distance saying please don't cross. So I hope you enjoyed this short video about the cattle grid and how it can be implemented into your business. Please remember to subscribe for more tips how you can make your business more efficient while you get more time for yourself.